Hey, what's up everybody? TooTallToby here, and in today's SolidWorks Power Move, we're going to talk about the select loop command. Now, this is a command that's been in the software for a long time, but I think a lot of times users don't realize quite how powerful it can be and how much time it can really save you when you're selecting things like edges for a fillet or especially edges for a chamfer command. So in order to understand what a loop is, we have to first talk about the idea that an edge in a solid, so this is an edge here in a solid, always lies at the intersection of exactly two faces. So one face here and one face here. The rules are a little bit different when you're working in surface models, but when we're talking about a solid where it's a watertight volume and there's solid on the inside and void on the outside, an edge always lies exactly at the intersection of two faces. So this edge lies at the intersection of two faces. This edge here lies at the intersection of two faces, and this edge here lies at the intersection of exactly two faces. Take a look at your models. Open up any of your models, click on one single edge, and you'll see that it's at the intersection of exactly two faces. So then what is a loop? Well, a loop is the perimeter going around one of those faces. So for example, the loop of this face here starts up here in this corner and goes over and down and over and up. And so what happens is when you right mouse button on an edge, you can say select loop, and then what you get is you get this yellow arrow here. And what this yellow arrow is saying is, well, that edge lies at the intersection of two faces. Do you want to select the loop of this face, which is currently selected, or do you want to select the loop of this face here? And the way that you determine that is by clicking on this arrow. So you click on this arrow here, now you're selecting the four edges down here. Click on it again, now you're selecting the four edges over here. Now, again, where this can be really powerful is when you are using a command like chamfer. So if I get in here and I say chamfer, and then I right mouse button on this edge, I could say select loop. And then what we can do is we can get a chamfer on all four of those edges, or we can click the yellow arrow. We can get a chamfer on all four of those edges at one time. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. Well, instead of doing select loop, why not just pick this face here? And it's true, you can do that too. If you pick the face, all the outer perimeter edges of that face are going to be selected. So where this really becomes handy is when you've got an internal perimeter as well. So for example, let's say I click on this face here, and then I choose to create a new sketch, and I'm just going to kind of create a random sketch here, something like this. So we'll do something like this. That looks pretty good. And now we're going to do an extruded cut through all. So we run this extruded cut through all, and now we want to chamfer all those top edges so something can fit into that keyway. So how do we accomplish that? What's the best way to accomplish that? Well, if we choose the command chamfer and we choose this face here, let's make this a little smaller so we can see it. Even smaller so we can see it. Well, we're not even getting a preview there. That's no good. Why aren't we getting a preview there? I guess because it's going to the inside and the outside. What if we pick this face here? Well, now what we see is that we're getting a chamfer here on all of the outer faces and all the inner faces. Well, we only want that chamfer on the inner faces. So we can't pick this face. We can't pick this face. Neither of those work. So what can we do? We can right mouse button on this edge here, and then we can choose select loop. Now, when we choose select loop, we're going to have two choices. We can select all the perimeter edges on this face, or we can select all the perimeter edges on this face. And in this case, that's going to give us the inner loop of this face. So we can click on this little arrow here, and now look at that. We're getting the loop that represents kind of the opening of that cutout. So this is where using the select loop command can be super, super helpful, because it allows you to chamfer off or fillet off all the edges that are running around the inside perimeter of a hole or of a cutout, a notch out, something like that. Really handy for like keyways, and when you're 3D printing two parts and you want those two parts to fit together. Really, really helpful in those spots. But of course, as always, let me know down below in the comments, can you think of any other areas where using the select loop command is helpful? And let me know if this is new information to you. If you've seen that command in there for a long time, but you never knew how it worked until this video, let me know that down below in the comments as well. And if you like my style of teaching, be sure to visit us at TooTallToby.com/training. We've got a lot of great SolidWorks courses to help you go from brand new to being a certified SolidWorks professional. And I will look forward to seeing all of you in the next TooTallToby Power Moves.